Sagittarius, hi, welcome to your reading. This is for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any strong placement in your birth chart for the sign of Sagittarius. Crosswatchers, you are welcome here. If you are interested in a Sagittarius, please try to remember that these are for the collective, so they are general readings, okay? Everything that is said here will not resonate with every single Sagittarius here. Excuse me. So check your other placements and other Sagittarius readings on this channel. Take what resonates for you there. Leave the rest for someone else who may need those messages more than you. Please try to remember that energies can be interchangeable, meaning vice versa. So please use your discretion to put those energies where they best fit in your specific situation. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a high vibrational comment. I love to hear from you. Helps my channel out greatly, and I appreciate all the love and support this far. All of that said, Sagittarius, let's get right into this. I will be doing on you, your person, and shared energy here, just to see kind of what's going on, all right? So, without further ado, let's get to it. All right, Spirit, this is for Sagittarius. How does Sagittarius view this connection with their person, please? What's going on there? For Sagittarius, how do they view their person in this connection? Religious factors here. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So you could be dealing with someone of different background, different religious background, different ethnicity, whatever the case is. And it might be causing a little bit of some ruffled feathers here. All right, Spirit, how does Sagittarius person feel and view about this connection, please? Ooh, okay. 2 came out for your person. This could be the one. You've already met this romantic partner you seek, okay? And then forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So your person might be holding on to some, things that they need to release that has maybe prevented them from moving forward here. But they are aware that you could be the one here. They do feel that, but they also know that there's a lot of forgiving and learning that needs to be had here. Oops. All right, Spirit, what is this shared energy between Sagittarius and their person, please? What is the shared energy, please? Two came out. Okay. Flirt. Expand your light-hearted energy to others. And wedding. This situation involves marriage. So there's a lot of flirt and play. You both are feeling each other on a very passionate kind of level here. All right. Okay, I need some more space. I don't know what the issue is. My setup is not setting up the way it normally does. All right, Spirit, what more can you tell me on Sagittarius's side here? What they're thinking, feeling about this connection, please. 2 more. All right, here we go, Sagittarius. Let's see what more Spirit wants you to know here. For Sagittarius. 9 of Wands in reverse. Oop. That did not flip its face, so that one can stay where it's at. We're not to know that message yet. The 9 of Swords. Yeah, you all in your feelings about this here, Sagittarius. You're overthinking a lot of things here. 8 of Wands. Four of Pentacles. One more, please. And the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Bottom of the deck is the karmic wheel here. So represented by the 4 fixed signs. We are now in Scorpio season, so energies are probably going a little bit more slow here, as they do in fixed signs seasons. So this card is represented by Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio here. So there's karmic life cycles that you're kind of going through right now, okay? But like I say, you got the 9 of Wands in reverse, the 9 of Swords, the 8 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Pentacles in reverse here. So you're having to dig really, really deep here, okay? To gain inner resources here within yourself to be able to pull whatever it is that you're going through and feeling and thinking here, to pull it to the center so that it can be dealt with here. You are struggling. That inner struggle is real. You feel it because whatever it is that you think you know about this connection, for whatever reason, I think you feel like your person isn't on board with everything here. So it is causing you to feel overwhelmed and feelings of being on edge here. And you're a little, defensive about it, and there's paranoia that is kind of tangled up in this 4 of Wands or this 9 of Wands in reverse here. But again, the anxiety and the overthinking and the worry and the fear of how things are going to turn out, it has you feeling so hopeless, and you might be losing sleep over whatever it is that has got your mind just ping-ponging. And it does give you a feeling of despair here. But you also feel that there's something that needs to come with the quickness here, whether it's information or a change or just some sort of movement, some sort of shift. Like I said, at the bottom of the deck, you have that Wheel of Fortune here. So there is change that is represented here, okay? But whether or not you do what needs to be done here, you're going to act quickly here and make quick decisions. And it could be a little not in your best interest here. But you are holding on to this. You are, you're trying to be grounded in your thoughts here, okay? In what it is. You know that even though this person might not be exactly what you look for, exactly what what you've been with in the past, this is something completely different. But your person, I can assume, probably has quite a few blocks going on here. And you are trying to maintain control here by holding on to the aspects that fit for you. You could be very well overcommitted to certain situations with work here, and maybe they felt some kind of way about not being able to get time with you. But you're having a hard time balancing life and family and this connection here. Again, there's 2 cards up here that are showing me that you are extremely overwhelmed by the situation, okay? Because it just makes it feel kind of heavy and kind of murky, like you're trying to trudge through quicksand or mud. All right, let's see what's going on your person's side and how they're thinking and feeling right now. Two more. You're trying extremely hard to make movements in this, but for some reason, it's everything else that is preventing you from moving it forward here. Okay? All right. Spirit, what more can you tell me on Sagittarius person side that we need to know, please? What are they thinking, feeling? Sagittarius person, please. Strength. The Fool in reverse. The Six of Wands. Two more, please, for Sagittarius person. Ooh, they being difficult. They trying to block it. They are trying to have patience with the situation. Seven of Cups. And the Devil. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands here. So there is feelings of competition, conflict. Again, your person feels like they have to fight for their position, their place to be with you, whether this be for work, with your family, with your friends. They always feel that they're in judgment and that they're being judged for whatever it is that they're doing, whether it's this religious factors on your side that you don't agree with certain things that they're doing. They always feel judged, and it causes your egos to clash here and causes arguing and obstacles and fighting. And it makes the other person feel like there's disobedience that is being had here when they're just both trying to be who they are. So your person is trying to have patience with this. They do have great love for you, okay? Look, your person is probably extremely opinionated, powerful in how they think and feel. Their inner strength, pours out, and they have a really hard time taming what they're thinking and feeling. They focus more. They are kind of low key, okay? They are low key obsessed with you, okay? The passion that they feel for you with this, they're focused on that, the passion aspect here. So they're kind of showing that that's all they can give right now because there's lack of healing that has gone on here. And they feel one wrong step is going to mess everything up and they're going to fall, okay? And that fear of being abandoned by you in the situation is a little bit overwhelming for them, okay? But they are still trying to put themselves out there to show you, look, I'm here. Yes, I realize that I need to learn how to forgive certain things and learn to do certain things a certain kind of way, okay? They do want to take a risk on this, but they are afraid that even if they take this risk, that you're going to end up going anyway. They feel like you have many options here. You keep your options open. You're not being very loyal and holding it down for them. And I don't think that's necessarily the case because nothing is shown up of a third party anything here. but I think just the way you think and view certain things does not match what they view and think. And I think that's why they think that you have all these other, their imagination gets away with them. But they are very kind of toxic and possessive and very obsessive. They find you very tempting with this devil energy here. And they are really feeling you on a very sexual level here. That obsession, that passion is really kind of there. And with strength coming out in the first card, a lot of you probably didn't know that years ago, this strength card used to be, in the tarot deck, it used to be the lust card. So again, you have passions with the Fool in reverse. You have passion in, toxicity and sexuality with the devil. And then you have the passion and the power that comes with the strength card here, the Leo energy card here. But everything your person is feeling, trust and believe, it's all heart. Okay. Because with that strength card, the Leo card represents the heart in the back. Okay. And it's ruled by the sun. So if you are dealing with a Leo, okay, so we have Leo up here quite a few times. Capricorn, let's see, Sagittarius, you show up here too. So Capricorn, Sagittarius, Gemini. So you could be dealing with any of these people or none at all. It doesn't matter. That's just a fun little thing that we throw out there. But that's neither here nor there. But if you are dealing specifically with a Leo, they're ruled by the sun, okay, as well as probably Sagittarius and Aries as well. But at the top of that is Leo, okay? So it's all heart, okay? And there is passion and there is love and desire here. But again, I think there's certain blocks that are just kind of preventing your person from just having that forgiveness that probably isn't even got nothing to do with you, but we're just talking about past kind of situations here that they need to learn to forgive and let go of here, because they are very aware that they know that you're the one. Okay, let's clarify flirt and wedding in the shared energies here. All right. Okay. Chariot, Page of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So right off jump, I'm going to say that you both are kind of being immature about this, because pages are very young energies, very immature, not really kind of had a lot of, worldly growth here. One of you could be younger than the other. But there's just a very immature energy here. There is a said determination to move this forward, to walk this path together. But again, that fear of that fall, you both are afraid that this is going to fall and both be abandoned by the situation. At the end of the day, you both need to be talking here. At the bottom of the deck is that Four of Pentacles again. So you're both willing to hold on to this. But I don't think you know how to get that happiness here with this connection, because I think there's too much baggage that is being held on here. And there's not enough talking. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of quick movement trying to move things forward here. But without talking, and if you don't know and understand the path that you guys are going to be on together, makes it a little sketchy sometimes. And then you get to where you're overthinking the situation, to where you think, to where you're imagining things that aren't there. It could turn into a hot mess here. All right, let's see what Cosmic Insights can add here in, I said Communicate, okay? Compromise, forgive, and work it out in the shared energy here. You got to communicate. You got to talk. You got to talk about the fears. You got to talk about the hard stuff. Water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Yes, luck is on your side. So if you want this, you can flip it because it's not too far gone here, Sagittarius, that it can't be flipped. Maybe. Caution. Find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. So again, communicate. Find the answers. Yes, now is the time. Luck is on your side. Let's have that conversation. Let's see what we can see. And then fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay? So, like I said, I feel that there's a big pull that some of you could be dealing with another fire sign, a Leo, more specific, but it doesn't have to be. All right, so now we're going to pull some love oracle. I'll get 3 on your side, Sagittarius, and 3 on your person's side. One more shuffle here. Ooh. All right. For Sagittarius, please. Magnetic attraction. Okay. So again, alluring, lust, irresistible, flirting. This is what this person makes you feel. There is a magnetic attraction here and you both feel it. Proposal. Okay, love offer, engagement, agreement, wish come true. Taking that big step here. So you're willing to keep this moving in spite of everything. And reconciliation here, reunion, second chance, okay? So even though things might be a little not where you want it to be, there is going to be that, you know, communication and that opening it up to really get a handle on things here. Okay, let's see what comes out for your person. Sagittarius person, please. Liquid courage. Divine timing. Yeah, a lot of things might come out when you're drinking here. Date, okay? So a lot of things might come out, but they know that you're home, okay? They know you're where they belong at, okay? So like I said, with that talking and that communicating, it's going to help clear out some of the issues. They are being patient with it. I don't know why they want it to go quicker than what it is, but did you ghost them? Did you ghost them? And do they think that you're wearing a mask with them? And they fear the inevitable here with you sometimes because you make them fear it. It's time to take a chance. Your person wants to take a chance. The signs and synchronicities are telling them, but they're reading between the lines, okay? You're not making it very easy for them to jump out of their box here because you have them so in fear that if they don't fall into step, that you're stepping all the way out on it. You're using fear tactics. I just got that very clear. Fear tactics. You're trying to scare them into being who you want them to be because they're not acting proper enough for you or something like that. That is a very specific message for one of my Sagittarius couples out here. Okay. All right. Pull some more love oracles on the shared energy here. Ascending. Self-indulgence here. Okay. So, transcending obstacles, learning, okay? Self-indulgence, focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, dealing with some shadow work here. Heartbroken, deeply hurt. You and your person have both been deeply hurt by things that have been said and done, and maybe a separation here. There is some sadness, that feeling of loss. They're grieving. You're grieving whatever your thought process on what it was supposed to be. But again, you always have to remember that this is something different that you have ever dealt with before here, Sagittarius, and date comes up again. Take your man or woman on a date. Show them that you love them. Quit playing with them. All right, we're going to close this off with the Halloween Oracle because spooky season and whatnot. Let's see what else we can get here for you, Sagittarius. Communication in this situation, Sagittarius, is going to be the key for you. All right, Sagittarius, please. Okay, thank you. Mummy, change. This has come up. This one and that bird. the bird has come up quite a bit. Okay, so let's see. Okay, should you pull the Moaning Mummy card from the deck, know that change is inevitable and that no matter how hard you try, things will not be perceived exactly the same way. The card also indicates that this change will be for the better. The endings, the closed doors, the barriers. This is just a healing pause and an indication that a change of tactics is needed. You are not cursed. You just have developed a pattern. You can take control and change it. Okay, so inevitable, all right? This change is going to happen. So whatever it is that you were trying to use to fix this connection in the beginning, it wasn't working. So now you got to change it. You got to get strategic here to make this come together, because I think there's a lot of misunderstandings and a lot of hurts here, but you got to talk at the end of the day, Sagittarius. All right, my lovelies, that is what I have for you. I hope this helps. Please like, share, and subscribe. And like always, I will see you in the next.